What's going on, guys? Hope you all are having a great start to your week. Coming at you live today as I return from travel after the last couple of days. Missed you guys when I come in here and do a little bit of a mindset talk, and also talking a really important takeaway and lesson that I know that each and every one of you in this group can highly benefit from. We're going to be going deep into goal setting, the mindset behind goal setting, and how to make sure that the goals that you set are in alignment with you so you can actually achieve them. Because if they're misaligned and you're not hitting your goals, you're about to figure out exactly why you're not hitting your goals and exactly what's holding you back from achieving those goals itself. Deploy this and you will create consistent level motivation and also be able to consistently achieve your goals and push towards new levels of growth. Ignore this and you're going to be finding yourself falling short of your goals month after month and feeling like an imposter and not happy with the growth that you're making in your business. So I'm going to be spitting some honest truth today in this live. It's going to be a topic that many people need to hear. Maybe not everybody wants to hear, but I know that those that stick with me and watch this live all the way through will benefit very greatly from what I'm talking about. This will completely transform your mindset towards the goals that you're working towards and ultimately transform the results that you're able to achieve in your business if you take what I say here and implement it. So with all that aside, as we kick off today, for those of you watching and joining me live, drop a hashtag live below. For those of you watching the replay, drop a hashtag replay below. As I said last Friday, I stepped away, went out for a quick getaway trip with some members of my family that I have not got to spend time together with as we did over the weekend in over 5 years. So it was a really awesome experience, really great time with my 2-year-old nephew, being able to spend time with him, do so many new things with him as he saw the ocean for the first time, swam in a pool for the first time. I had a lot of fun with it. But kind of to kick off this mindset topic is the fact that don't overlook the power of stepping away from your business and enjoy time off. To be 100% honest and transparent with you, I neglected this early on. I did it. I took time away. I went on trips. I rewarded myself for the goals that I hit. But many times I wasn't fully disconnected on those trips. I wasn't fully disconnected during that time away. Because there's always something in my mind that's moving, something that I'm working towards, something that I want to progress towards and work on. And it's so easy to get caught up in that to where we can never disconnect and we lose our creativity, we lose focus, and we lose motivation. But sometimes the very best thing that we can do for ourselves is take a step back, congratulate ourselves for what we've achieved, take some time to do some honest reflection on what we've done over the last year, over the last couple months, and re-energize ourselves to step back into our business and perform at a higher level. And this is why I have and will continue to implement this going forward within my life, within my every year of my business, and just within my future as a whole. And that's just taking some time to really enjoy time with your significant other, with your family, or yourself. Go out and travel. Do the things that your online business allows you to do. If you're not at the point where you can step away from your Facebook and still make money, make that a goal to get to that point so you can. I wasn't at that point last year either. Now I was able to step away, spend 4 days with my family, completely disconnected from business, and still bring in thousands of dollars while doing it, and coming back into my business with new levels of energy, new levels of focus, new levels of motivation. Woke up this morning after arriving last night on the plane, getting home, fired up, ready to do this live for you guys and ready to work on the projects that I had planned for Q4. Now that I was able to step back, give myself some perspective, reflect, and set some intentions for the weeks and months ahead. So for those of you ignoring that or not doing that within your business right now, don't forget to take some time for that because it makes a massive difference. And I know from someone like me that absolutely loves what I do in this online space, that wakes up excited to dive into my work day every single day, call it my work day, I really don't deem it as work because I love it so much, it can be hard to pull back and disconnect. But at the same time, it's also important to realize why you're doing all this. And that's to create that freedom, spend more time with your loved ones, enjoy new things, experience new things, see new places, and overall enjoy life at a higher level. And that's to me what starting, growing, and building a successful online business really allows you to do. So with all that aside, I want to talk in particular on goal setting. So this is going to kind of segue off of what we just talked about with actually achieving your goals, taking time back to reflect on what you set for yourself and realigning yourself to hit new heights and new levels of growth. And that is the importance behind aligning your self-image with your goals. So to kick off this topic, I want to actually pull up a post that I wrote today and put up on my profile. I was going to share this for you guys in here, but I thought, you know what? Why not give them an even more inside look and go live and talk about this in a lot more depth? So let's pull this up here. I'm going to share my screen now. Cool. So pulling up this post, I'm just going to read it from top to bottom really quick, and then we're going to dive deep into this. Again, for those of you watching me now, before I dive in, if you deploy what I talk about in this live day, if you really take some time to soak in what I'm saying, implement the exercise that I give you, and do this, it will completely transform your business. It will transform your ability to actually achieve your goals and propel to new levels of growth. And it will make you feel much more happy, calm, and confident about what you do. If you ignore this, you're allowing yourself to feel completely misaligned and never actually achieve your goals going forward. So if you feel like right now you're continually falling short towards your goals, you're trying to hit 5K a month, 10K a month, whatever it is for yourself, and you're falling short, this is probably the number one reason why it's happening. And I'm about to help you break past that. So I put up this picture of me at the beach. If you had to name one word that comes to mind when you look at this photo, what would it be? For me, it's limitless. That's what each of us have in front of us right now online too. Limitless opportunity. The problem is most people overcomplicate things and don't take advantage of the opportunity in front of them. All because their self-image is misaligned. Looking back on these last few years alone, I remember feeling super motivated to succeed online, but also frustrated because I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. At the time, I could have given up and stuck to working for my family business with the opportunity to take over a highly successful business that my parents built from the ground up. That's what everyone always told me was the right thing to do. Be smart, take over the secure business, you won't regret it. But here's the thing. I knew that if I did that, I would regret it because I would be settling. And I would be misaligned with my self-image for the rest of my life. I knew that I had to go all in and take advantage of the opportunity. But I also knew that I had to align my self-image in order to actually make that opportunity come to life and build a successful online business. Many people don't realize this, but the be-do connection between your goals is vital. If I went into that opportunity telling myself in the back of my mind that I would try to figure out this online business thing and hopefully make it work, it would have never happened. It may have worked for a week or two, but eventually I would not be able to consistently outperform the self-image I had for myself. Instead, I had to re-engineer my self-image, to be first so I could do second. I asked myself, what kind of person do I need to be in order to make my goal of my first 10K a month become a reality? A few months later, I made that goal happen, and the rest was history. All because I was focused on recalibrating my self-image and aligned it with my goals first. You see, the reality is you don't need to be 100% perfect to hit your goals. You just need to have enough self-confidence and self-awareness around your actions to do it. And your self-image needs to be aligned with that. The solution isn't perfect content, conversation, or sales calls. It's aligning your self-image with your goals and re-engineering your standards to make those goals happen. But many don't realize that confidence doesn't come from certainty and perfection. It comes from when you're ready to face the unknown imperfectly and do it consistently. When I look back at my journey, to think that just over a year and a half ago, I was starting to make this shift mentally, and now 20 months later, having a thriving coaching business that has changed the lives of many and more freedom than ever before, my perspective continues to grow with consistent and confident action, and I see more opportunity to change the space than ever before. The fear, the doubt, the pressure, it all fades away when you decide to show up regardless and implement with confidence. And align who you think you are with who you need to be in order to achieve your goals. I hope this helps. So let's talk about this more in depth. I talked about the be-do mentality and the connection between the two and why it's so important. And I want to stress and talk about the background behind this and why it's so important. So let's say, for example, those of you watching now live as well, let me know in the comments, what's the goal that you really want to achieve by the end of this year? What are you setting out for yourself to achieve? And I want you to start by asking yourself, what's the goal that you actually want to achieve? Not what somebody else told you that you can achieve, not what somebody else said that you should work towards, not anybody else but you. This is one first problem that we're going to eliminate by allowing others to breathe our goals into us and say, oh, you need to work towards 10K a month, you need to work towards 20K a month. Forget that. It's about you right now. Now, after you've dropped a comment with your goal below in the comments, we're going to do a little exercise here, and I'm going to ask you one more question. Feel free to share this in the comments below. If you don't feel comfortable commenting it, it's okay too. Write it down privately. When evaluating this goal for myself, again, this could be a previous goal or a new goal that you're setting yourself for the end of the year, ask yourself, what will my self-image have to say about this? If the response is negative, it's time to do some self-image re-engineering. If it's positive, you're good to go. You're good to press on. You just need to align your actions to actually bring that goal to life. But I guarantee the majority of you in here have a misaligned self-image around your goal. And I'm going to explain that further now. So let's say you want to hit 5K a month or 10K a month. We'll use the common example that everybody seems to cling on to, which is 10K a month. A really awesome goal to work towards and ultimately achieve, a huge milestone to achieve in your business. But many people cling on to that goal because it's perceived as the golden goal to work towards when you're first starting your online business. So you join in this new program and you see that everybody else is working towards 10K a month. This program is built to get you to 10K a month, so you need to work towards achieving 10K a month in your business itself. But if you don't stop to ask yourself, is my self-image aligned with this goal, and you just work towards it, you'll continue to be misaligned, you'll continue to fall short of that goal, and you'll continue to wonder why it's happening. But I'm about to tell you why that's happening right now. It's because you're not able to do 10K months when you're not being the person that can achieve 10K months. The be-do has to be aligned. So if you want to hit 10K a month in your online business, you should be asking yourself, who do I need to become or be to do consistent 10K months? Think about that for a second. You can't do things without being someone that does those things. No one will ever or can ever consistently outperform their self-image. Again, you can't do things without being the kind of person that does those things. So if you want to hit 10K months, but you're being the person that hits 1K months, without you even realizing it, you are automatically stopping yourself from ever being able to break past 1K and hit 10K because your mind isn't allowing yourself to. You must be to do. So for those of you that saw negativity within what your self-image had to say about your goal, and maybe it'll take some more time for you guys to think about it. The best thing you can do though is set that goal out and write out to yourself and answer the question and say, okay, what does my self-image have to say about this? Waste no time in writing those thoughts out on a piece of paper or in the comments here. Maybe it's your self-image says, I think I can do it, but it might take longer than I think. Or hopefully I can hit 10K months, but I'm not quite sure. Or it's going to be difficult to hit 10K months because I haven't made my first sale yet. I'm sure that's going through many of your guys' thoughts right now in terms of your self-image towards your goal. And that needs to change today. Because I want to see each and every one of you achieve your online business goals. The foundation to achieving any goal that you put towards yourself, personal, business, financial, whatever it is, your self-image has to be aligned with that goal itself. You have to channel the energy of the person that would actually be at that goal. So for me early on, and I've talked about this many times before in terms of why I see so many people struggle and not get results when they join a new program, it's because they go into it expecting an outcome. They cling on to a goal that they were either told to do or they feel that they should do based on what the program says. And they go into it expecting to have that handed to them. And the moment they don't hit it, they get discouraged, they become misaligned, and they feel more completely misaligned from themselves and their self-image and their goals. This is why many times, even some people join the coaching program with me. If they jump in on a payment plan, which will allow them to make the investment a little bit cheaper for them to get started and allow them to get things moving without paying in full up front, 9 times out of 10, I will honestly say these words to you. And that is, if you're going to get started with this coaching program at this payment plan, I want to see you go into this program with the mindset of that you just paid $10K or you just paid $5K to get inside here. Because I know that if you can light that fire behind you to take that action and realize that you just made that scary investment in yourself, you're going to ultimately do new levels of action in actually making that come to life. But if you go into it saying, oh, I just put in $500, $1,000, $1,500, it's not that big of a deal, you're going to go into it half-assing what you're learning and what you're applying to make that happen. This all falls into the same boat. If you join a program that says you're going to get to 10K months, the affiliate or the person that you bought from said, no reason you can't hit 10K months, I just did it. You cling on to that 10K a month goal. You go into it with a misalignment within your self-image. And every single week that the time passes, you go from feeling really pumped up and motivated in the first week to feeling discouraged, to feeling like it's out of reach, to feeling to the point where it's misaligned and you're wondering why you're not achieving that goal yet. The strategies, the focus, all that stuff is vital. But the foundation is right here. Aligning your self-image with your goals. So to bring things full circle here, if you want to hit 10K a month in your online business, just like I wanted to hit early on, and you notice that your self-image response towards that goal is negative in any way, shape, or form, take some time to write about it, journal about it today. For example, if early on in my journey, when I set my goal of 10K months, if I noticed that it was completely negative, if I felt like, maybe I can hit it, or hopefully I can hit it, or I know I haven't made my first sale yet, which worries me, so once I do that, then I know that I'll be able to hit it. Whatever it is, that was all negative. So I would stop, take a step back, and write and journal on it. And I would start to basically recalibrate my self-image to become congruent, aligned with my goals. Because I know that if I can do that, I'm putting myself in a position to be unstoppable. I know that if each of you can do that today, you are as well. So I'm going live on this today. So maybe you sit back and you write and you tell yourself, you know what? I really truly do believe that I can hit 10K months in my online business. I'm investing in the training that I need to develop the skills that I need to make it happen. I, without a doubt, at the end of the day, know that I'm able and capable of making it happen. And I know that the only way for me to make this happen is to show up and be like a person that's already at 10K months. To be consistent like someone that's hitting 10K. To take action like someone that's hitting 10K. And to be willing to test and try new things to grow my business like someone that's hitting 10K. And I know that if I can segue that energy, I will without a doubt be at 10K before I know it. Now that's completely shifting the approach and the mindset behind the goal. Because now you're going into it knowing that everything's aligned, you know what you need to do to make it happen, and the be-do connection is there. You know you need to be like someone that hits 10K months in order to do 10K months. Same goes for when you hit 15K, 20K, 25K and beyond. So the core of this is being honest with yourself. If you can't get to the point where you can positively tell yourself that you're able to achieve that goal and that you're doing the right things and that you know you can make it happen and you can't align that self-image, then lower the goal to the point where you can align that self-image or start doing actions that will help increase alignment with that self-image itself. For example, I see this happen all the time in many different angles. Somebody launching their own coaching offer, somebody launching their own course, somebody even selling their first high-ticket product. Since I know many of you in here are selling high ticket, let's use that example first. So you just joined this program or you just created this new offer that's high ticket and you've never made a high ticket sale before. So if you go into your goal of wanting to hit 10K months, and in the back of your mind you're telling yourself, I've never made a high ticket sale before and I know that's going to be the most difficult thing to do. So hopefully when I get that under my belt and get that feeling, I can make that goal happen. That mindset alone is going to basically eliminate our chances of landing a high ticket sale because we're already counting ourselves out. Same goes with launching your own coaching program. Your coaching program's $2,500. You've never sold coaching before. It's your first beta group offer. You're opening up to 3 spots of people, and you go to present that offer on the call. And the moment that you say the price, you're hesitant when you say it because you're worried about if the person will say yes or if they'll say no. Because in the back of your mind, you're thinking, am I really capable of selling something that's $2,500 when I've never done it before? How can I do this? Am I putting them in a position to succeed, etc.? That's all imposter syndrome stepping into our mind, eliminating all of our chances of actually making that sale and actually achieving those goals itself. So if you're dealing with that right now, know that it's completely normal. Know that you're not someone that's completely off track of everybody else and that you're crazy, because you're not. It's normal. It happens. The core of it is fear on what's to come on the other side. You don't know what it's like to land that high ticket sale, so since it's unknown, it's going to feel uncomfortable. And if you can't rephrase and realign your self-image to be actually aligned with that goal, then it's time to start taking actions to align that itself. So if you're struggling with landing that first high ticket sale because you don't know how to make high ticket sales, you've never made one before, and it feels off or it feels misaligned, start offering free one-to-one coaching calls, asking for a testimonial in return. Because you know what that's going to do for you? It's going to allow you, number one, to practice and better the skill of coaching. It's going to allow you, number two, to see the power behind what you're actually able to do that you may not even realize. Because many of you are very smart and capable of launching your own coaching offer, hitting 10K, 20K months. You just don't see it yet. But when you start to see the clarity that you're bringing people on these free coaching sessions, you'll realize, man, I can actually go out and sell this coaching offer because I can provide a lot of value to people. Number three, it's going to give you testimonials to share with others and to share within your content. This is just one small example of one tweak that you can make to start realigning your self-image and making sure that that becomes congruent with your goals. Because now you're starting to actually see internally what you're able to do and the power that you have within you. And I token this exact thing for the reason why I was able to achieve the growth that I did in such a short period of time. This all went hand in hand with investing over $50,000, with improving my skills from a variety of different angles, with analyzing and observing many people. At the core of all of that, I knew that without a doubt internally, I would be able to make my goal of 10K a month happen and much, much more. I just needed to show up and be that person that hits 10K months first. And that shift alone allowed me to step in and take new levels of action with new levels of clarity, with new levels of self-belief, and show up in ways that I hadn't shown up before, all because I made sure, first and foremost, that my self-image was aligned with my goals. It's a big thing that we talk a lot about. Even I just had a conversation with our 6-figure accelerator mindset coach, Tommy Walker. I brought in Tommy into our coaching program pretty much within the first 2 months of launch of the program because I knew how vital mindset was within an online business. And this live is a perfect example of why it's so vital. Because if we neglect this and we neglect the foundation and we just continue to add layers of other programs onto it that don't offer that support that we need, or we're just wasting money and we're getting more into a deep hole of why am I not getting results? Why is this not working? Why do I feel off? The reason in my coaching program I have calls with myself, calls with a mindset coach every week, calls with an accountability coach, a sales coach, and now a content coach, isn't because I expect each and every student to show up and participate on every single call and be there for every single call during every week. It's because I want to show my students and members of the program that, hey, I have everything that you need for you right here inside this program. You just need to go out and use these things. And if you do, you'll hit 10K and beyond. And that's why we're receiving the results that we're receiving out of students from our program. Steven, our client and student that just hit his first 6K month within 45 days of joining the program, is a perfect example of this. Where he told me in a messenger conversation before he even jumped in, if you open up the opportunity for me to join, he literally said to me, I'm like a bull terrier. If you give me the opportunity, I'm going to bite it and take full advantage of it because I know what I'm capable of. And the moment he told me that, and he said the words, I know what I'm capable of, I knew if I can give this guy a clear path going forward to growing his business, he's going to enter it not only with the right state of mind, but he's going to take relentless action on actually that plan itself, and he's going to achieve big things. And here we are 45 days later, and he's on his path to hitting 10K months within only 60 days. Life-changing stuff. But he's not the only one. It's happened to many other students as well. Because it all starts with this foundation. And you're going to have weeks where things feel off, where things feel misaligned. And this is why, for example, in my coaching program, I have Tommy there. Whereas if I know that if I can't help someone on my call with the mindset block they're dealing with, I'm going to make sure that Tommy gets that support they need to go deeper on it and make sure that they're breaking past this. So as we talk on Tommy here, the coaching program, why mindset's so important, why I've built my program the way that I have to offer this support to our students, if you feel like you're struggling with alignment with your goals, if you feel like your mindset is misaligned towards your goals itself or just in general with your business, and you're not feeling comfortable and confident with the actions that you take daily in your business, comment audit below. Drop a comment, audit below, and let me know. Tommy, myself, Mike, someone on my team will reach out, we'll connect. We're going to do a little audit on what you're feeling right now, what you're working towards, and we're going to see if we can't help you clarify some clear steps for you to take to get things moving. If you want to learn how we can support you with our 5 coaching calls a week, with a mindset session, mentorship session, all the coaching calls that we offer, to ensure that we can dial this in and get it in place and get your business to whatever your goal is, we're more than happy to go over that with you. But I want to know who in this group that we can support the most in aligning this so they can actually start seeing their goals come to life. So with all of that aside, drop an audit below if you want our help in aligning things and making that happen and auditing your mindset and your business as a whole to bring things in complete alignment so you can take clear, purposeful action. But if you do anything today after this live, take some time to write out what goal you're working towards, whether it be a goal that you set a month ago or a goal that you're setting today for the end of the year, and ask yourself the question, does my self-image align with this goal? What does my self-image have to say about this goal itself? Write out the answer. If it's anything negative, it's time to recalibrate that self-image to align with your goal. Whether it's lowering the goal slightly to become in alignment with you, whether it's realizing what you are capable of, what you possess, and how you're able to achieve that goal and writing that out to recalibrate things, or whether it's doing small actions like offering a free coaching session to one person to start getting a sense of what you're capable of and seeing it come to life. Whatever it is, if that response of your self-image is negative towards that goal, before anything else, it's time that we realign that so you can actually start stepping into your full potential and achieving your goals itself. Remember, in order to do, you must be. If you want to do consistent 10K months, consistent 15K months, consistent 20K months, you need to be the person that hits consistent 10K months. You need to be the person that hits consistent 15K months. You need to be the person that hits consistent 20K months. And you need to channel that energy and remind yourself that you are in alignment and make sure that you see that actually come to life. Because if you just tell yourself, I can do this, or I am in alignment, or he told me to set this goal, so I should do this, it's not good enough. You have to make sure that you're in complete alignment with the actions that you're taking, with the goals that you're working towards, in order to actually see those goals and actions and milestones come to life. So that is my wrap for today on my lesson on aligning your goals with your actions, putting yourself in a position to actually achieve your goals. And again, like I said in the beginning of this live, if you implement this simple practice with all your goal setting going forward, in business, finances, personal life, whatever it may be, you're dialing in the foundation to actually making that goal happen and come to life. Neglect this, and you're neglecting the most important foundation behind it all. It starts with self-image and goal alignment. From there, it starts with knowing exactly where to put your focus and knowing what skills need to be developed. And from there, it starts with aligning those actions towards those elements that you need to develop and do to hit that goal and make it come to life. It's 3 separate layers, but the foundation of it is all congruence and alignment with your self-image and your goals itself. So hopefully this was eye-opening for some. If you got value from today's topic, be sure to drop a hashtag value below and let me know. And if you want me and my team to audit where you're at with your business, give you an honest outside look at what you can do to realign things from someone that's been there and worked with a variety of people in a variety of different levels and a variety of different mindsets, drop an audit below. We'll ask you a few questions on what you're feeling right now, what you're working towards, and where you're at. And we're going to help you start coming up with action items to align that goal with your self-image and start making that goal actually come to life and be a reality. So with that said, that's a wrap for today's live. Again, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.